Let us solve a problem on location of center of the composite section. This is MTU question paper problem, January 2017. So the diagram is given like this. So in this composite section, we have to find out we have to locate the center of this shaded region. If you observe clearly, he has already given the axis of reference. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So please note that y-axis is not given at the leftmost edge, it is given somewhere here. So with respect to this x-axis and y-axis, we have to find out locate the centroid. The centroid may lie somewhere here, G. So that the distance of this G from y-axis is x bar and from x-axis it is y bar. So we have to find out the values of x bar and y bar, or we have to locate the centroid G of this shaded region. So if you observe carefully, this composite section consists of three simple sections. The first simple section is this square. You can see here, this is 30 mm quarter circle. This is a quarter circle. So 30 mm radius, this also will be 30 mm. That means this becomes a square of side 30 mm. That is the first one. Second one is this quarter circle. So this quarter circle is having once again radius 30 mm, that is given. Number 2 is a quarter circle. Number 3 is another quarter circle, but it is a cutout portion. You can see that this is a hole made from this entire section. So number 3 is a quarter circle, but area is negative. It is a cutout portion. So that means your total area of this composite section will be, that is sigma ai will be A1 plus A2 minus A3. So A1 is the area of this square, A2 is the area of this quarter circle, A3 will be area of this quarter circle, which is negative. So now once again let us analyze this by drawing the tabular column. Before that, now let us locate the centroids of the individual sections. So individual sections is simple sections. So first one is a square. You can see this is a square of side 30 mm. So this is also 30 mm by 30 mm. So I will take this square. So 30 mm by 30 mm is the dimension. The centroid of this I will take it as G1. So G1 will lie at a distance of 15 mm from this edge and also 15 mm from this edge. So these are the coordinates of G1. Next, coming to this quarter circle, second one I will take quarter circle of radius 30 mm. You know that the centroid of the quarter circle G2, because this is 2, area 2, it lies at a distance of 4r by 3 pi. So r is here 30 mm. So 4r by 3 pi from the diameter axis. This is also diameter axis, this is also diameter axis. So 4r by 3 pi distance from this. So 4 into r is 30 divided by 3 pi, and this is also same. In the case of this also will be same as that. So 4r by 3 pi in this case, it becomes so I can simplify this. It goes 10 into 4 40. 40 divided by pi. So the value is 12.73. So 12.73 mm. And this is also 12.73 mm. So location of D2 is known now. So from this edge and from this edge. Next, the third one is this quarter circle. So which I can take like this quarter circle. Here also the radius of this is 30 mm. Centroid of this will be somewhere here, D3. Once again this D3 will be at a distance of 4r by 3 pi only. From this edge as well as from this edge. So its value is once again, since r is 30, 4r by 3 pi will be 12.73. So this is also 12.73 mm. This is also 12.73 mm. So only thing is this area is negative. A is negative because it's a cutout portion. This area is positive. This area is positive, whereas area of this quarter circle is negative. So now, once you locate these centroids of simple sections, so here, if you see here, for this square, this is the x-axis. Of course, y-axis is this. Please note that I am writing y-axis and x-axis for the square. It will be like this. Then for the second quarter circle here, the y-axis is this, x-axis is this. For this quarter circle, so y-axis is this one, okay, x-axis is this one. Please, this is very important because when you are taking the distances, I have told you one thing, that when you are measuring the x distances, horizontal distances of the centroids from the y-axis, x distance is measured from y-axis. So you have to take like this. So this is y-axis. If the centroid lies to the right of y-axis, then x distance is positive. If it is lying towards left of y-axis, then x distance is negative. This is sign convention. Similarly, y distance with respect to x-axis, if the centroid lies above x-axis, your y value is positive. If it lies below x-axis, then y value is negative. So this is how we have to use the sign convention. Now let us see how we can find out the x bar and y bar values. As usual, I will write the tabular column, serial number, figure, areas, AI. Of course, here the dimensions are in millimeters, therefore area will be in millimeter square. Then distances, xi in millimeter, yi in millimeter. Then I have to take the product, ai xi in millimeter cube and ai yi in millimeter cube. So this is the tabular column we have to use now. Here there are only 3 simple sections. First one is square, second one is quarter circle, third one is also quarter circle. So since there are only 3 simple sections, we have only 3 rows here. So here number 1, I write one by one. First one is a square. So now let us refer these figures now. First one is a square. Area of the square is 30 by 30. It is 900 millimeter square. Then I have to write the value of xi for that square. Xi is the distance of g1. First one is square, that is g1 from y-axis. So you please be careful here. This g1 is to the left of y-axis. Left of y-axis, xi have to take negative. So this distance will be 15. So I have to take minus 15. Because it is lying to the left of y-axis. Next, yi is the distance of g1 from x-axis. So this is your x-axis. So from this figure you can see for the square, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So here, this distance once again, I have to take, since it is above x-axis, so you have to take positive value, so plus 15. Then number 2 is a quarter circle. Quarter circle, area is positive here. This is the quarter circle. Here, once again, the x-axis is this one, y-axis is this one for this quarter circle. So the area of the quarter circle is pi r square by 4. So where r is here 30. So for square it is, for circle it is pi r square. For quarter circle it is pi r square by 4. Here r is 30 mm. So pi into 30 square by 4. That is the area. Now let us see what is the value. So pi into 30 square is 900 divided by 4. So it is 706.86. 706.86. That is the value of the area of the quarter circle in millimeter square. Next, xi value. Xi is the distance of G2 from y-axis. It is positive because it is to the right side of y-axis. So this distance I have to take, which is 12.73, positive 12.73. Then yi is the distance of G2 from x-axis. So once again it is 12.73. It is positive because it is above x-axis. So that is also positive. Next, the third figure is the quarter circle cutout portion. Number 3, quarter circle. So it is a cutout portion or a hole. Therefore, the area becomes negative here. So it is of the same area as this because the radius is 30 here also. The only thing is here it is minus 5 into 30 square by 4, which you are going to get minus 706.86. Okay. So this is the area. Now distance x and y we have to find out. So distance of D3. So this one D3 from y-axis. Y-axis, please note that y-axis is this side. So you are measuring this D3 to the left of y-axis. To the left of y-axis means minus. You have to take minus here. Now I need this distance. Please note that here centroid lies here. From the diameter axis it is 12.73, but I need from y-axis it will be 30 minus 12.73. So it is minus of, you should be very careful here, 30 minus 12.73, which is found out to be 30 minus 12.73 is 17.27. So minus 17.27 mm. Minus because this D3 is to the left of y-axis. Next, y3. Y3 is the distance of G3 from x-axis. G3 from x-axis. So you can see G3 is above x-axis. Therefore, distance is positive. Once again here, from here to here it is 12.73. Total is 30. So from here to here, from x-axis it is 30 minus 12.73, which is positive. Please note that this is positive. So it is 17.27. So these are the values of areas and x and y distances. Now if you add these three, you will get sigma ai. So when you are adding, you can see that here this and this will get cancelled because both are same values. Only 900 you are going to get. So 900 mm square is the sigma ai value. Now multiply a with x, you write here AIXI value. So for each column 900 into 15, but with a negative sign. So minus 13,500. That is the first value. Second value 706.86 multiplied by 12.73. The answer is 8998.3. 8998.3. That is the AIXI value for the second one. For the third one, negative, this please note here, this is negative, this is also negative, so minus into minus becomes plus. So 706.86 multiplied by 17.27. So it is 12,207.5. 12,207.5. Please note that this value is positive because this is negative, product will be positive. So if you add this, you are going to get sigma AIXI. Of course, this is negative here. You should be careful. So when you are adding, so this plus this minus this. So 12,207.5 plus 8,998.3 minus 13,500. So the value is 7705.8. 7705.8 millimeter. So that is the value of sigma AIXI. Next, sigma AIYI is obtained by multiplying A with Y. So here 900 into 15 plus 13,500. Next value 706.86 into 12.73. Same value you are going to get 8998.3. 0.3. Third value is minus. This is minus, this is plus. Please note. So wherever minus is there, you should be careful. So this is minus, this is plus. Therefore, product is minus. So the value is same. This is also 11.7. This is also 11.27. The same value are going to get 12,207.5. Now if you add these three, you are going to get sigma ai yi. So these two are positive, this is negative. So in this case it is 13,500 plus 8998.3 minus 12,207.5. It comes out to be 10,290.8. 290.8 millimeter cube. So once you get these summations, you can easily calculate x bar using the formula sigma aixi divided by sigma ai. That is 7705.8 divided by 900. So you are going to get 7705.8 divided by 900. 8.562 millimeter. So that is the value of x bar. Next, y bar is given by sigma ai divided by sigma ai. Sigma ai is this 10,290.8 divided by 900. So it is 10,290.8 divided by 900 is equal to 11.434 millimeter. So this is the value of y bar. So you can see both x bar and y bar are positive. That means with respect to this origin, the x bar will be towards right, y bar means above x axis. So what I have shown here, these values, x bar value will be 8.562 mm and y bar value we got 11.434. So this is the centroid of this shaded region. So you should be very careful. Why I have taken this problem here is, he in the exam, in the problem itself, he has given the axis of reference, x axis and y axis, and when you are measuring distances, you should be very careful. So this is the sign convention you have to use. If your centroid lies to the right of y axis, x distance is positive. If it lies to the left of y axis, x distance is negative. Similarly, if centroid lies above x axis, y distance is positive. Below x axis, y distance is negative. And area is negative if it is a cutout portion. So these three concepts you should remember whenever you are solving problem of location of centroids of composite sections. So you should be knowing where the centroids of the simple sections lie. So standard formula you have to remember. In the case of semicircle, quarter circle, the centroid lies at a distance of 4r by 3 pi from the diametral axis. That is very important. So those for simple sections you should know where the centroid lies, like triangle, semicircle, quarter circle, rectangle, so circle. So for those things, there are simple sections, so whose centroid is known. So knowing those centroids, we can find the coordinates of the centroids of composite sections.